What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's going on with Tesla stock in the overall market. I'm going to break down what's happening with Elon Musk, because we had important updates that just came out from him, as he's giving us more ideas about the FSD updates to be coming, and also some news about China. But before I begin the double information, before I talk about what Elon Musk just said, what's going on with the Tesla share price, what you should be watching for moving forward, let me just mention a couple of things. I am firstly not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're guaranteed 7 free stocks, and the offer ends very soon, in just about 3 weeks. Anyways, for Tesla, as you guys can see, Tesla has this resistance at 175. We've been struggling to break through this. If we were to break this, then our next target would be 176.8. We went a little bit above this. We came just under 176. Now we're kind of rejecting a little bit. And now Tesla's actually approaching 172, which is our support right now. So watch 172. If that fails us, our next target is 170. And Tesla's been in this range for the last couple of hours, going back and forth between 175 and 172. So overall, Tesla is showing some weakness relative to the market, because SPY and the QQQ are in the green and Tesla is down 1%. And this is happening amidst some negative news involving what Elon Musk just said, and also some job cuts. So I want to focus on the news first before I break down all these different charts. As a reminder for the markets, at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the 4-week and 8-week bill auctions coming out. We also have Daly from the Fed giving a speech at 2 p.m., so we'll have to see what this ends up leading to. There is some news coming out that Tesla and Elon Musk are cutting thousands of U.S. job listings following the massive layoffs that have been happening. That's a little bit more negative for Tesla. They're continuing to cut the listings. That's negative news. There's also news about how they had to lay off close to about 16,000 employees so far. They may continue to lay off more of them. This is more negative because, once again, great employees who've helped contribute to Tesla may have to end up losing their jobs, especially great executives. So with that happening, it's a little bit more negative for Tesla. The sentiment is a very, very negative too, at least based off what the media is telling us. And it is what it is. We just have to accept the reality of the situation. Now, Elon Musk is saying a lot of very important things. He is pitching for a Tesla robotaxi launch in China during his April visit. And he is saying that, once again, what Tesla is doing right now, at least in the US, is going to be a lot more useful. So what's important is you have to remember that in China, there's a lot of price wars going on. There are a lot of competitors kind of competing with one another, figuring out how they can improve their products and help give cheaper prices. So it's benefiting Teslas if they do end up achieving a more affordable EV, which is something that Elon Musk has been talking about. Giving that in China would give Tesla a bigger edge, and then having a robo taxi or something like that could also be very useful. Tesla now also has access to navigation in China, their maps and services just like that. So that's going to be very, very useful for them. And I think that this is good news, at least based off what Elon Musk is saying. So with Tesla getting through lots of these hurdles and roadblocks, this is a big achievement that they have made. And Musk's ambitions, this is also, in my opinion, something that could greatly benefit Tesla, because imagine how big this is going to be in China and across the globe. Musk is saying that this is going to be very important. On top of all of this, I just want to call out that Elon Musk also has outlined the upcoming FSD driving updates, and he basically has this quote right over here that the 12.4 has almost completely retrained models, so that's very important. The final touches are for comfort, and it sometimes accelerates or brakes too fast for most people's tastes. So there's some new comments that came out that they're trying to address a lot of these issues, and he's saying that they're trying to completely retrain everything, all of the models moving forward with this. So that's going to be very, very useful with new computing power, and I think that that could be very beneficial for FSD. Now, he's also mentioning that Tesla's adjusting big complaints. So right over here, you guys can see that there was some tweets that came out. Someone said that they went up to 10 minutes without nag on FSD 12.3.6. Fluke or by design, it had multiple 5 to 6 minute stretches of no nag. So it's actually very, very important. The nag has no reason to exist anymore. That's what some people are saying. So Musk is saying that this is going to be fixed in 12.4 in the next version that's essentially coming out. So that's going to be a lot more accurate when it comes to its overall projections for what's about to happen. There are a lot of other changes that are going to be made right here. Musk's answer is incredibly vague and fixed according to reports. It leaves any possibility up to the imagination. But at first glance, it seems to indicate that Tesla's not going to be using the steering wheel nag to alert drivers who are paying attention. If a driver is not paying attention, which can be sensed with the cabin-facing camera, perhaps the steering wheel nag will be still part of the alert system, but we'll see if there are any changes that are part of it. One of the most evident complaints from the drivers who regularly use the suite is the steering wheel nag. It requires drivers to literally nag or touch the steering wheel to ensure that they're paying attention. But Tesla has used other things, such as like cabin-facing cameras, to ensure that they're taking control. So we'll see if there are any changes with this. Are they going to have the ability to turn off the nag? He said that some people will be able to do that. So we'll see if that ends up being the case with the new update, and we'll see how that ends up going. There's also news right over here that Tesla's Elon Musk is now enabling Dogecoin or Doge payments, and that's leading to another price surge in them. So it's actually some big news, at least for the crypto space. Something worth noting. I know that people see Dogecoin as a joke, but it is what it is, guys. Musk did say it was a hustle at one point. But for people that want to use that currency, let them use it. It is what it is. We'll see how things go moving forward. Anyways, so for Tesla, we have support currently at this 172 area. We have resistance at 174.33 to 175, the entire range, and 176.6. Right now, Tesla's approaching 172. We're going to watch it shuffle for now. If it loses this, watch 170 support. Overall, we're just trading sideways within this range. There's not really a whole lot going on. And we're going to likely continue to just trade within a range for the rest of the day, in my personal opinion. So it's nothing too crazy for Tesla, nothing too wild. For Nvda, I'm seeing something very interesting. So Nvidia lost support right here at 900. We approached 892. We're kind of shuffling around there. We have 885 to 880 as our next support zones. And overall, we are looking a bit more bearish as we're slowly downtrending more and more. This, excuse me, this 908 area is our resistance, followed by this 920 area. We're looking at more bearish overall, and there is a risk of more downside. So we'll be watching for this very, very carefully. For SPY is actually breaking the resistance at 518. Excuse me. Now we have this 519 area as our next resistance. It's actually breaking through this, so I'd be watching 520 then 521.5. I personally think it's going to hit the 520s, guys. It looks more bullish overall, at least temporarily. I told you to watch the range we had as we have broken our resistance. There is a bigger chance of this trying to push higher, and this is still looking a bit more bullish overall. For other tickers out there, such as the QQQ, it's starting to play a game of keep up. The QQQ is a little bit behind, but it is trying to break past 441. So I think it's going to be going all the way up to at least 442.25, if not higher. For support, if we end up losing 440, basically, this is where our 20 EMA happens to be. It could dip lower, but I'm not seeing that right now. It looks to me like it's going to try to break past 442, in my personal opinion. For Apple stock, Apple's kind of range trading. We have this 183.5 resistance. And we have support currently at 182.5. It's kind of just like shuffling around that area. It did get a big bar. Now it's just kind of stuck at resistance. So still trading kind of sideways. It's still range bound. There's not really a whole lot going on with it. But big tech is trying to push. We have Meta going up to about 475, so it could go a little bit higher. We'll be looking for a push. If we could break this, if that breaks, we could get closer to 480. But overall, it's showing some life in favoring bulls. Same thing with Amazon, also trying to break towards 190, so it's favoring the bulls. Now the VIX starting to dip a little bit. Just know that the VIX is at this critical level, and I think that the VIX is going to get a big bounce in the future. We're just not ready yet, in my personal opinion. It's not ready to break out, so it could take another week or so, could take another couple of days. So I think that this suggests that the market has upside for another, short period of time. It could last another few days, could last a week, and then eventually the VIX will bounce and the market will reject. So we'll just have to give this some time and wait and see. With that being said, guys, the market is still holding up very well. The market is still strong, and Tesla is kind of weak compared to the market as of right now. I know it's very sad for people to hear, but that is what I'm seeing on the chart. So, with that being said, I just want to say I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all so much for watching my videos. I will see you guys very soon in another couple of hours. So, have a great day, guys. Thank you, and peace out.